I'm Lowell Dean Cox, L-O-E-L, capital D-E-N-E, Cox, C-O-X. And I was called Lowell Dean plumb through college, but when I got out of college, people started calling me LD. And that's much shorter, easier to write anyway, so most people call me LD. I was born in April the 12th, 1926 in Sydney, Texas. Now, Sydney at that time was a pretty nice little community. And of course, I was born at the ranch house, farmhouse there at home. I wasn't in a hospital. But we had a druggist there named Dr. Hilly, and I think maybe he came out while my mother was in birth, but went to school at Sydney. I graduated in 1942 in the largest class to ever graduate from Sydney schools. We had 30 in our class. And in 1938 or 9, we started an 11-man football team. And we played various teams, and I was guard. I was all-district guard, which I was proud of. All the girls like heroes, you know. So then I was also president of the class, and still am. Our number has dwindled down to only 4 boys left, but a few more girls, but we're getting thin in ranks. And after I graduated, which I was barely 16, and I went to Tarleton. It was San Angelo Junior College, I believe they called it at that time, and it was a 2-year school. It was a branch of Texas A&M, and I wanted to go to A&M, but I thought maybe I should go to Tarleton first, and I did, and I got in 3 semesters. I was taking general ag, and later changed to ag education. I was working my way through Tarleton, milking cows, getting up at 4 in the morning and hand milking them, and mowing grass. And I was a JTAC reporter for agriculture, and I enjoyed Tarleton very much. And then I got to be nearly 18, and I knew that the war was in full bloom, and I knew I'd be drafted anyway, so I thought, well, I believe I'll just volunteer. So I saw a telephone pole that had a sign that said, join the Navy and see the world. And then the next telephone pole said, a girl in every port. And I said, boy, that's for me. So I joined the Navy. And the first train ride I ever had was got on at Comanche at midnight down here in this old train, and went to Dallas to be inducted into the Navy. Well, I went to boot camp, and then the Navy said, do you think that you'd like to be in the Seabees? Now, Seabees, of course, are mostly land engineers, build different things, and then Seabees just board ship. So I got to thinking maybe I'd be better at a Seabee. So I said, yeah, I'd like to be a Seabee. Well, they sent me directly aboard ship. I don't know if I ever got anything in the Navy that I asked for, but I got on a good ship. It was the USS Indianapolis, and it was a flagship of the 5th Fleet, and we carried Admiral Spruance. And at the same time I went aboard in 1944, Captain Charles B. McVeigh III came aboard as captain. And so I went in the Navy as in the deck gang. It's the largest division aboard the ship, 70 of us. And I'm talking about tattoos everywhere, tough chip paint, swab the decks, do mess duty. That was the life of a seaman. So I later on they put me on some my guns, 40 millimeters, and I'll just wait and tell you a little more later on.